Develop Minds Music.
Jazzy.
Ready?
What's good?
Hey.
What's good?
All right, live from Bahrain, Bean's bag. I'm Bean. This is Tevin, aka Develop Minds. All right, so we're gonna get started, okay?
Yeah, what's up? Thank you for coming through. I know
Thank you for having me.
I know I've been dicking and diving.
No, we good now.
You see why?
Yeah, I be seeing you, so.
For sure.
Let's start off with, generic question. Where you from?
From South Bend, Indiana.
South Bend, Indiana.
Yeah.
I'm from Kentucky, so we right up the street.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Man,
Hell yeah.
South be trying to take y'all.
Nah, not even. So how you get started in music? From the earliest age.
The earliest age.
Yeah.
All right, so man, I don't even know how old I was. It was middle school for sure though.
Middle school? Okay. Did you do like band, choir?
No, hell no. I wish my mom was intuitive to like put me in the arts. You get me? So I kind of found my way in the arts by myself.
Okay.
But I started off with music. Had to be like maybe I would give it 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a whole journey. So I'm gonna break it down.
Okay. Skip a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
you in the camera.
Yeah. So I used to cut grass to get my money back in the day.
Okay.
I used to stay on the west side, and the cats called Cutthroat. You know
Okay.
It was this girl. So this is why I first kind of like got introduced to kind of music, like rapping. So I started off rapping.
Okay,
My
rapping.
rap name was like T Crazy.
T Crazy.
Yeah, so shout out my homeboy Will, man.
Shout out to Will.
My OG, man. He gave me that name.
Okay.
And I started off rapping. I rapped the song. I actually got like a little situation with Rough Riders.
Okay.
At the time, I don't think about it in hindsight. I don't know how big it would have been,
Mm-hmm.
but just the fact that they show interest. So I cut their grass. I cut Numb's grass for studio time.
Okay.
Cut
Okay.
their grass
So I
for
could
studio.
trade.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I made the song. And then I went to this car wash everybody used to go to. I had them play it. They was fucking with it. So that's how I got linked up with Rough Riders at the time.
Okay.
And then I got heavy into the church.
Okay.
And then I started gospel rapping.
Okay. Gospel rapping.
I only made one song for that.
Okay.
It was we did a remix to Ballin', Jim Jones.
Oh my God.
It was like we praise God, no lie. You know who it is. Praise it.
Oh my God.
Fire. So, yeah, I was heavy in the church, and then life started happening. I got away from the music, and I kind of got back into it 2013.
So around what age did you get away from the music?
Like, I would say probably going into my freshman year.
Okay, so
High
you was
school.
a teenager.
Yeah, because back then I was way more focused on basketball. I had hoop dreams.
Okay.
So a lot of my time went to that, finding myself, and then I ended up joining the Air Force, and then I tapped back into music on that.
Okay. So when you was in the Air Force, how old was you? Did you join at 18?
18, 19.
18, 19?
I joined in 2012.
So was you still you still had a love for music though, right? When you was in the Air Force?
I was always a fan of music. I think everybody a fan of music. I would hope so. You know what I'm saying?
You never
music
know.
kind of gets you through.
Some people kind of crazy.
But as far as I would say my senior year of high school, I picked up FL Studio again, started fucking around with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say to really getting back into it consistent, because I think in high school, my junior, senior year, I fucked around with it when I wasn't playing basketball. But it was never to the extent of what I'm doing now.
So it's like a pastime.
It was a pastime. I wish somebody would have sat me down and kind of like, yo, focus on this, develop your skills, get an understanding of this. I probably would be a lot further in the music than the one I am now.
Okay.
But it's a journey. You just gotta, go for the ride.
Just go with the punches, basically.
Exactly. So yeah, from there, Air Force, I was in my first deployment. That's when I got tapped in with Native Instruments, with machines, started playing with that.
Who tapped you into that?
Watching YouTube.
Watching YouTube?
Yeah, I was like, I want to get back into this. So I was deployed in Jordan.
Okay.
So I bought like a machine out there, started fucking around. Came back to Japan. That was my first duty station. And it was fun. So I kind of tapped in with that. Heavily inspired by Alchemist, Madlib, Jay Dilla. So I started my stint, I would call it, back into the sampling game.
Okay.
So yeah, started sampling. Then I found out I was getting medical retired from the Air Force, got out, went to Afghanistan. That's where I dropped my first beat tape.
Okay.
So that was 2015.
Okay.
And then from there, I was kind of like focusing on beat tapes. So I dropped Purple Mountains.
Okay.
That's on all streaming platforms. But check me out.
Let them know. What's your platforms? Let them know.
Man, I'm on everything at Develop Minds. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on all streaming platforms. Your titles, your Spotify's, your Apple Music. I'm on everything, baby. Check me out. I'm on YouTube too.
Okay.
So, yeah. I was the contractor. That was my first contract. I got into the contracting game in Afghanistan. So, named the project Purple Mountains because, you know, at Bagram Air Force, you never been there, but.
No, I haven't.
But Bagram Air Force Base at the time, surrounded by the Hindu Kush Mountains. So every morning I would wake up, go to work on the flight line, and you can see the mountains in the morning are purple.
Okay.
So that's kind of like inspired that vibe when I did that tape. And then, Then when I went to Cuba after I left Afghanistan. I was tapping in with some music with that too. With a local artist named Jesus. We made some moves, and this is where I kind of like started to find my inkling with the music business wise. I was still producing like I am today, but I had bought my homeboy Jesus, the artist, down to Atlanta, and I booked Honorable C-Note. I don't know if y'all are familiar with him, but
yeah, no, I don't know what it is.
All of Gucci Mane's production between him and Zaytoven.
Wait, is that in the beginning or something like Honorable C-Note? Okay, I know what it is. Okay,
so,
okay.
Shout out to C-Note, man. My
shout out to C-Note.
My peoples. Booked the studio session with him, and then it just kind of like brought me to the viewpoint of like, damn, okay, I got an ear for talent.
Okay.
Bringing my homeboy.
Like some A&R shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So brought my homeboy Jesus there. Got an ear for talent. They loved him. Like C-Note brought like Gucci Mane's engineer in there. We was at Patchwork Studios, very famous studio in Atlanta. You know, everybody recorded there. T.I., 2 Chainz. And they had like posted this on their Instagram. So I was like, yeah, it's lit.
You feeling like your stuff right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm like 24, 25, 26.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, we doing something. I think like a year or two before that, I linked up with another producer that I took a liking to, Thelonious Martin. Shout out to Thelo, man. Out of Chicago, real big influence on my sampling. We tapped in. That was like an early start. Like, okay, I'm actually pretty decent with the music. You know what I'm saying? C-Note situation happened. Then I don't know if you know Made in Tokyo. Uber everywhere.
Oh yeah.
So cool. Linked up with his road manager Steve.
Okay.
The time that we did something in Atlanta with C-Note. So I met up with Steve. Steve came to the studio, fucking with it. He let me and the artist I was managing at the time, Jesus, open up for a show for for 24 Hours, which is Made in Tokyo's older brother.
Okay.
So they were signing So Def and everything like that. So again, I'm getting my feet wet. So
you networking?
Went to LA, did a show. It was lit, right? Crazy. I think I still got that video on my Facebook. I don't remember.
Facebook. Oh.
Yeah, because people know me. I'm real cool and laid back. When I'm on the stage, I get lit.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, if I'm with my homeboys, they got an art that I believe in. I'm gonna stand behind it. So I'm like, y'all better like bring the motherfucking energy up in this bitch.
Yeah.
Like, yo, we here.
Because the audience gonna go off of what you present.
Yeah. So it was lit. Damn. I'm missing some stuff in the story. But
it's okay.
We'll keep the timeline going. Shout out Sherlin. Shout out my homeboy Karan.
Okay.
These are some early influences when I was in Japan. When I came back from my deployment in 2015, before I got out, I was working with music here and there as well. Kind of like warming up, you know, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, kind of like trying to find where I fit. Really no solid mentorship though. Everybody trying to figure out their own thing.
Yeah.
So the situation in Atlanta happened, just more exposure. Again, I'm contracting, so it's like I'm working, saving money, and I'm coming up with these ideas to do music. Using my money from the contracting world to fund
your music.
Creativity.
Okay.
Exactly. So, went to Jordan after I left Cuba. The situation between me and Jesus didn't work out. Just music business, family business. That's my brother still to this day. But it is what it is.
But so did he rap? He rapped, right?
Yeah, he rapped.
Okay.
Yeah, we did a song together. He put it on the project. It just timing. I would say this: the time where I had situations on the table because Honorable C-Note wanted to sign him. So we had some situations on the table, but everything was happening so fast. And I won't go into the detail what happened because I was kind of shitty for a minute. But we consoled about the situation with him telling me like, bro, I don't know if I was ready for that type of attention. You gotta understand, like, you get opportunities like this. I like to take advantage, but you also got to be considerate of the artists and where their mind state is and are they ready for this next level. So and he said that he wasn't in that state of mind at the current time to be able to take advantage of that. But nonetheless, I still have a relationship with Honorable C Note. You know what I'm saying? So I check up on my bros every now and then. And so I went to Jordan after I left Cuba. And this is 2019. And I did 2 more beat tapes when I was out there.
Okay.
So that's where I really kind of dove back into the music. So in the mix of me doing music, real life shit happens. Like my brother passed away in 2019. I'm contracting in Kuwait. So I'm kind of trying to find this balance. Then I go to Jordan. I'm on the bass 100% of the time, so I got a lot of time to do music. So I dropped Desert Clouds. Go check it out. All streaming platforms. I dropped that, I think, 2019, and I think in 2020, I dropped Lone Virgo.
Okay.
So just some beat takes to get myself out there. And then leading to me being here, before I left Jordan, I was working on a project with my homeboy, Arian. He runs Aliens Worldwide, so I see he bought some of his merch.
Yeah.
Aliens Worldwide was a collective project that I did with him because he had already been doing mixtapes with other producers and some rappers. So we dropped a tape called Black Void. I don't know how I forgot my shit. But yeah, Black Void. So that was my first time doing merch with my music. So the merch sold out only by like 100 shirts. People was fucking with it. They fuck with the visual. Arian Rock. He does all my graphic design for the most part, and he did my website for the that you bought it off of. So that was his website. We added my merch to that.
Did he do the graphic design for this?
Yeah. So he yes, we're gonna say that.
Okay.
He got it to the final production point.
Okay.
So I went on Fiverr, did some
Fiverr, I use that.
Yeah, so I did some run-throughs. Like a lot of my process when it comes to developing the merch for the music is like I get a sample. I can take an idea, go to Fiverr, see who can like better like bring my idea to life. Then I just make adjustments over time till I get something that I like. Once I get something I like, then I go to the getting the tech. I have my man Arian go ahead and finalize it, make changes what I like, color scheme.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, like that. So
what's with the mirror?
So the mirror was like, all right. I'm gonna be honest with you. I seen Larry June.
Okay. Shout out Larry June, and I love him.
He had an article in the Thrasher magazine like a while back, and it was his face like on a mirror like this.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, that kind of inspired my mentality. So I was like, first thing I was like, I'm gonna get a necklace like that. So that's where I got
the necklace.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then from this, it just took off. I was like, this is kind of a good idea. And I incorporated it into the music, and I started branding it. So I got it tatted on me. So I'm like, I'm gonna do this. So I started working on the Collection of Mirrors project. So Collection of Mirrors is a predecessor, not a predecessor, but it came about based on a relationship that I have with Cool Kid Calvo.
Okay.
So I linked up with Cool Kid Calvo 2021.
Okay.
This is after he dropped the demonstration with Larry June.
Okay.
I was already a Larry June fan by this time, but I didn't know my homeboy was rocking with him.
Okay.
So I tapped in with bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro's been a minute since high school. You know what I'm saying? It's all love.
So y'all went to the same high school together?
Yeah.
So Cool Kid Calvo is from Indiana.
He's from Indianapolis.
Okay,
yeah,
Indianapolis. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm from South Bend. I went to high school in Indianapolis like my junior year.
Okay.
That's when me and him locked up.
Hey.
So we tapped in. We just been locking ever since. And I went away for the military. So I've been gone since 2012. So
right.
Reconnected with bro 2021. We did a tape called
how'd y'all reconnect? I'm sorry.
Oh, I just reached out to him. Like, hey bro.
Like through social media?
Yeah, hey bro, what's good? How you been?
Okay.
Trying to get a feature from you.
Hey.
He's like, yeah, bro, tap in, pay him for the feature. I handled the project, so he's like, let's do a project. So I'm like, bet. So I made some more beats, sent it to him, we got the project done. I had to do some work in San Diego. Went to San Diego, invited him out there. He came out there. We recorded the song.
Cool.
My homeboy 88 the Gang met him that same time when I got out there. Do some this importance of networking. Like,
yeah, I'm about to say it's like you networking a lot.
I don't really. It's like it's not like that. I really try to network. It's just frequencies. You know
Yeah.
People fuck with you when they see
When they
something
see you
about
doing
that
something
attracts you.
serious.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they fuck with you. Like 88 the Gang, who I fuck with. I met him through my homeboy Streets. So my homeboy Streety, baby, another Navy chief. You know what I'm saying?
Navy Chief.
Yeah.
Okay, shout out Navy.
You know what I'm saying? I met him in Japan. So my homeboy Streety linked me up with this homeboy. Dang, what is his name? Bro, forgive me, bro. I forgot your name. But anyway, his face is in my head. But he linked the dude that Streety introduced me to, linked me up with 88. Me and 88 linked in, bought him in the Calvo. Now 88, a good friend of mine, he does a lot of work with the San Diego rap scene, also with Dom Kennedy.
Okay.
So everything that I did with Calvo for the Homies Project led to the Collection of Mirrors project, because being around Calvo, I got introduced to the TFM family.
Right.
And everybody that's related to that whole circle. So you got AJ Snow on the project, Jazzy Shavers. I got Larry June's little brother, Monroe Flow, on the project. Of course, Cool Kid Calvo. When I did the Collection of Mirrors, I wanted to tap into that network of people that Calvo just brought me into. So
why is that?
Because just for me, it's building relationships. And for me, I found, for me at least, the best way to build relationships is put money in people's pockets. Produce something that's good.
Yeah. And y'all got the same interest too.
Yeah, exactly. So, and for me, it's just creating. I just want to create and put my ideas out. So last year, this time, I came up with the idea collection of the mirrors. I went on Chat GBT, built a beautiful introduction to what the project is. And it's basically a collective of artists that I fuck with from my hometown, people that I grew up with, and people that I met through Cool Kid Calvo that I felt like fit the sound. And I stuck to my original style of production, which is the sample base, which is just what you hear. A lot of this is sample based.
Okay.
Some of these beats are from 2016 that I kind of revamped with the knowledge that I've gained over time. So Rozzy Rock, this is Rozzy Rock channel. So I met him doing some work last year with Calvo. I was like, yo, hop on a project with me. Yeah, bet, say less. So people fuck with me because they fuck with him. And people know that Calvo is a veteran of people. So
right.
He don't keep no fool gazes around.
Yeah.
So to try to keep everything genuine. And I was trying to release this project last September.
What happened with that?
Waiting on niggas.
Okay.
And it really helped me learn that you can't rush other people creative process.
Okay.
And you have to give people time to, even though you pay them, whatever the case may be, it's still a creative process for them. I know dealing with Monroe, he had a lot going on, being on tour in the States with his brother Larry, so I had to wait on that. And then once I got all the rough drafts back, I had to get everything tracked out, sent to the engineer. Shout out to Platts. Platts is out of San Antonio. He out of Dallas.
Dallas, okay.
He did a lot of work for Larry, did a lot of work for Monroe, a lot of work for AJ Snow. So it's still like the same circle number of people that I'm working with.
Okay.
Everybody know each other.
Right.
So so now we have this here, the Collection of Mirrors. Finally got long process. Got the merch going. Merch just came in today. Shout out my people. Can't get my plug away, but they did good work with my last release with the Black Void t-shirt. So the same people that did my last release t-shirts, they did these.
Okay.
So came up with design myself, and just like I said, got to develop over time, ask some opinions. Hey, what you think about this? Give the feedback. So I adjusted it. We came with something great. So.
Okay, so my next question is, what's your everyday process too? When you go out and you just think it's for leisure, are you still in that mindset of I'm a producer type deal, or is it just I'm Tevin and I'm out doing my thing?
I'm me, regardless. I don't really say that I switch between personalities because everything's intermingled. My personal life and my music life, they coincide with each other. So if you know me, you know me. All the artists I work with, commercially I'm developing minds, but them just call me Tev. I just do myself as Tev.
Right.
And develop minds, but that's for the money aspect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't ever want it to be like a Charleston White situation.
Yeah.
It's I'm this character online, but offline I'm this.
Yeah.
But it works for him. So it just for me,
you gotta say the same person.
And I hate social media to an extent. So posting, I just post the beats that I make every day on my music page. Everything else, I'm more of a let's set up an event type person versus hey, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'd rather like touch the people in the real time. So that's something I learned when I sold my merch. Of the last drop I did, I sold more merch hand to hand than I did on the website.
Because you get that connection with a person face to face.
Exactly.
Okay.
So again, if you do an event or you go to somebody else's event, you set up a kiosk with your merch, people like interact with the person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let me know who I'm buying from and who I'm supporting.
Yeah, so a lot of people that I follow, I do a lot of research, market research, seeing how people like Dame Dash made it, or Larry, he has an interview, how he does his merch and stuff. Like, what are their approach? There's people out here that's doing the same thing that I'm trying to do. So let me go suck up this free game.
Right.
Somebody on a podcast, the game is out there. So what I'm trying to do is take that, change it to what fits my agenda, and execute.
Okay.
So that was my biggest thing. 2023 is like, if I have an idea, I don't care how it plays out, but as long as I execute it.
Right.
So the shirt you got on, the project being dropping on March 2nd, all that is just execution. You know what I'm saying? Execution mentality. I don't care who likes it, who don't like it. I got it done.
I'm putting it out there.
I got it done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's on to the next.
Okay.
So when people see that, people want to tap in. So yeah, it's been a
because it's all organic.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we just got back from Japan.
Yep.
You know?
I was going to ask you about that. So you moving forward. Okay.
My bad.
Okay, so since you already brought it up, so my question was, you did just go on tour in the Japan with Larry June, right?
Yeah.
So how did that play on your music? Because you got to see him on stage doing his thing. You got to see behind the scenes. What did that give you as far as in your whole project?
I'm a fly on the wall.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Larry is real close to my homeboy, Cool Kid Calvo. So I didn't go out there with a mentality of, oh, I'm out here with Larry. I came out there with a mentality of, I'm supporting my man.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a relationship with Larry.
Right.
Calvo has a relationship with Larry.
So
Larry.
that's two separate entities.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We shook hands. Hey, what up, bro? Nice to see you again, bro. That's as far as it went. I never got to chop game with him, sit back, eat some food, and really feel each other out. But Calvo's and Larry relationship, from the jump, hey, damn, bro, I miss you.
Yeah.
You know, what's good? So I can see that brotherhood. I never wanted to embed myself.
Yeah.
I want them to
do their thing.
Yeah, do their thing. I'm just here supporting my man. So
okay.
It was fun, though.
So did it give you any pointers on, because I guess my question is, where do you really want to go with the music? Like, as far as the producing thing, like, where do you see yourself being?
I mean, I produce. It's a pastime. I won't say it's a pastime. I'll take my production seriously, but the things I've been able to do from a business aspect takes more of my attention. Okay. I don't like attention like that, and I don't like to be blown up. I like to be that nigga that don't nobody know. So my mentality of life is this. I want to be able to go to a club, like an exclusive club, and don't nobody know who I am. But somebody like Jay-Z see me like, oh, let that nigga in.
Yeah. Yeah.
But nobody like, who's this nigga? I want to be that type of dude.
Okay.
Just stay low key.
Okay.
So I still want to be able to go to Walmart.
Yeah, I feel that. You know
what I'm saying? So I'm just learning, trying to participate in the music on the business side. Because the music is relative. You know what I'm saying? And it takes everything takes a lot of work, but I'm better at putting projects together and putting them out.
Okay.
So the fact that I executive produced the collection of mirrors, I'm the one who chose the artists. I'm the one who put work with the chose my engineers. I'm the one who got the design and the merch and shit all squared away. So me having the mindset to bring all that together, I feel like you don't have a lot of that in the music industry. And there's so much money in that.
Yeah, way more money.
Exactly, rather than being an artist. So
you like the coordinator of everything?
Yeah, I coordinate, I connect dots.
Okay.
So that's everything I've done with music has been like, oh shit, I remember my homeboy from 3 years ago that I met in Kuwait that do this. He maybe can help you with what's going on over here. Like for instance, like my homeboy Zay, went to high school with him. He used to always critique my beats. Shout out my nigga Zay, Isaiah Bonds. He's in LA now. He worked with he just left RCA. He works with Cash Money now.
Okay.
In charge of their streaming. He worked with Otto Wick when he was at RCA.
Okay.
So he's got his taste of the industry. So just soaking up games. So like going to Japan, I was talking to a lot of Larry's management, just trying to pick up a game. I'm not really trying
still networking.
Yeah, just trying to learn like, because I feel like the music side of business is kind of like behind a smoke screen. Yeah. All you see is the artist and the music.
But you don't know half the stuff that goes into it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I've been taking from it. Just learning, making mistakes, of course,
Right.
taking those mistakes and making those adjustments to get to
Okay.
the end goal.
So you mentioned that you had artists, right? Because even before we started the interview, you showed me like a few artists that you had.
Yeah.
So how do you pick those artists, or do they just come to you? Like,
Those relationships kind of happen just organically.
okay.
The first artist I worked with, my homeboy Jesus, church friends.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Linking up. Like the homeboy that did the art in my crib, Terrible Tony, from the same city.
Okay.
So just knowing people, and then it's like God's timing, lining things up when it's supposed to line up.
Okay.
So.
Okay. All right. So when it comes to networking, right? Do you ever feel like you hit a wall when it comes to networking? Like, damn, I ain't really having no motion right now.
Yeah, because I'm in Bahrain.
Right.
And who ain't no music scene like out here like it is in the States. And I got some people that I linked up with out here, like Dust. Dust is a dope boom bap producer when I want to be on that type of wave. But a good example is when I go to San Diego. Whenever I'm in San Diego, I'm meeting somebody new.
It's like wide open.
Yeah, and I'm getting some work done. Some productive is getting done music-wise.
So how do you deal with it out here?
Create. I create, and all the relationships that I built in the States, sending loop packs to different producers, chopping game, talk to my homeboy Cowboy, hey boy, what's next? We'll be on. So I kind of like maximize the time difference and try to maximize the relationships I have. But I always said to myself, like, if I was in the States, if I lived in LA or Atlanta, I probably can get so much more done musically as far as finding where I'm at. Crazy you say that because like it's a dude who used to play the piano at my church named Thomas Floyd. Shout out to Floyd. Give a lot of shout outs today, man.
Right? You put a lot of people on.
Floyd is a very successful music businessman. He's produced for Kirk Franklin, a lot of gospel artists, but he's also in the secular realm as well. But he has his own management company. So I've been chopping game with him, like, bro, how this look, how you get to this, da da da. Just learning, just trying to tap into resources, letting them know, like, I'm a man, I'm gonna stand on my own. I just need a little game.
Yeah.
I don't really need no handout.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't need you to throw me no plays.
But what's up with this? What's up with that? Yeah.
If I got an idea, I'm telling you my approach of how I want to execute something. I want to hear your feedback and see what you think is the best way I should go about it. You know what I'm saying? And people really just take a liking to people that's really on their shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Who's really serious about their craft and what they do. Okay.
And I'm a big advocate for, you eat what you kill. So I don't need nobody to give me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just, if anything, just give me an ear.
Yeah.
Hear what I got to say, hear what I'm trying to do. Because at the end of the day, you can't avoid going through the process.
Right.
Everybody's process is different.
Right.
And I feel like
it don't happen overnight.
Exactly. And people try to find shortcuts. There's no shortcut. The only shortcut in life really is taking game from those who've done it before you and applying it to your situation.
So basically adjusting your own blueprint.
Yeah. Okay. Don't make the same mistakes as they made when it's clear as day. Don't think you're special. I think that's a lot of people who fuck up in life in general. You think you're special. You think it can't happen to you. Like, look, whatever you put your grind to, your mind to, you just got to keep working.
Yep.
And you really just got to block everything else out.
So with that being said, my bad to cut you off. But with that being said, because I saw you post something the other day. It was like 2 years from now, you'll be happy that you started. And that kind of resonated with me because even with my own thing, I'm like, damn, like, I'm looking at other people like, fuck, I really want to get it started. I want to do this. I want to do that. Yeah. Did you get those feelings when you first started music?
Always. I still get it today. I ain't did shit, in my opinion. I made a couple moves, but it's just like
I could do more.
Yeah, like I feel like my opinion is this, man. Till I'm like putting niggas on payroll.
Yeah.
And
the whole family eating.
Yeah, everybody gotta eat. But everybody also gotta be able to, hold their own nuts.
Yeah.
That's my big thing. I don't fuck with nobody that can't hold their own weight. Now it's okay to lean on a brother or sister here and there.
But we're not finna carry you the whole way through.
Not finna carry you the whole way through. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I see you got something going, and I see you working a system, something, and I got something that over here for you that I know can benefit you, I'm gonna put you on.
Yeah.
I'm real big on sharing the wealth. Like, I'm gonna get it on my own. I don't need nobody to do nothing for me, but I love to do things for other people.
Right.
And if they want to return a favor, it's cool. But I'm doing everything out of love. I don't do everything expecting anything back.
So in this business, has that ever, like, I ain't gonna say stopped you, but has it ever smacked you in the face when you tried to reach back or reach out to somebody else and bring them along?
I mean, you have situations, man, where I'm not gonna go into detail, but I'll just give you like a broad overview where you have situations where you might have did something with somebody at a time. You think that y'all have a still good relationship, and maybe they have elevated to another level, and you tap in with them, just, see how they doing, or you might be in their city or their country. You might, hey, bro, I'm in town. Let's link up. And you don't hear nothing back. You get what I'm saying? But then you keep elevating, and all of a sudden, what's good, bro?
Yeah, like you wasn't just fucking with me.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. But I had to learn though.
Were these people close to you that you felt was close to you, or did you just like okay?
I mean, I show everybody with love.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? I don't let too many people close to me. You get what I'm saying? That's just me. I'm a loner. But the people I fuck
Lone
with,
Virgo.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm like, if I fuck with you, my mind says like, I hope you fuck with me like I fuck with you.
But if not, then cool. Yeah.
But you understand it's variable. Certain people mentality don't got your mentality.
Right.
So people, I see this a lot in life in general. Birds of a feather flock together. So if I feel like you ain't elevating, why would I fuck with you?
Right.
But I feel like you got to use some discernment. It's a person that refuses to elevate, we cut them niggas out. But somebody that's just like trying to figure it out, and I see him trying to figure it out, I'm still gonna fuck with you. So when I feel like people writing me off, it's cool. I stopped taking offense to it. But you hear a lot of rap artists and musicians talk about this industry weird. So that's what I think they're talking about. Yeah. Because I've experienced this on multiple levels where you play some shit for them like it's straight. Then they see somebody else with a little bit more motion, fucking with it. All of a sudden, yeah, bro, that shit was hard.
It's like dick riding them, luckily.
Like, but you got to learn how to move and navigate. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to be like hardline, zero tolerance for it. Like, no, you don't fuck with me. But you got to know how to utilize those relationships.
And I feel like also when you have because obviously there's always gonna be somebody better than you. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like when you have your own thing going and you have your own plan, you have your own goals. I feel like none of that's gonna matter in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you fucking with them for right now because they got all this motion, but eventually you're gonna be up there where you want to be. So I see what you're saying.
You gotta stand on your own too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta stand on your own 2 feet, and you gotta prove your value. So even with the Larry situation, my mentality is like, all right, he fucking my bro, but in the grand scheme of things, I ain't trying to be no coat teller.
Yeah.
Or I ain't trying to be like, I fuck with Larry. I'm with Larry.
Yeah.
Like, no. I want to be like, no, Larry fucks with me.
Yeah.
Because I'm bringing some type of value to what he's got going on. Even if it don't happen. You get what I'm saying? The fact that I'm building with my homeboy Kava, that means more to me than anything.
Because even when we first met, you was like, oh, you fuck with, TFM? I'm like, I fuck with them. Like, I like the music, all of that stuff. And you let it be known, like, I fuck with, Cool Kid and Larry, not my dude, but that's my dude's dude. So I respected that because a lot of people be like, oh, yeah, I know Larry June. And even you had pictures and everything. A lot of people would have capitalized off that, like, oh, yeah, that's my dude. So I respected the fact that you did that.
Yeah, because I ain't trying to fake. The real come out
always.
You know what I'm saying? We see a lot of fake shit going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, why I even do that to myself? I mean, I feel like somebody doing that, feel like they need some type
of validation
till they get to where they get to. I don't need no validation. My validation is what the work that I'm putting in.
Right.
If I want to belong in a room, then I'm going to work my way to belong in that room.
You're going to be in that room comfortably.
Exactly. And niggas going to know he brings value. You're not like no coat telling.
You got a whole rap sheet. This what he do. He did this. He did that.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of pump faking in the game. It's a lot of fluff out there. A lot of smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
Even with just local artists, you know what I'm saying? Social media is such tainted.
Yeah.
Because a person can't naturally, when we look at social media, we judge a person based on what we see.
Right.
But we don't know the whole story behind it.
Right.
We see a person, posting pictures and he got a new foreign car every time he posts. You think he got that money, but he could be broke. I've seen it. Niggas be broke, but spending all their money to uphold the image. But I'm like, why go through all that? Tell the truth, be the truth.
Cheaper to be yourself.
Yeah. And get yourself to where you want to be at. People, when it comes to fans, people that consume entertainment, they love the journey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I tell people all the time, you ain't got to be exactly where you want to be at. We never ever going to, if you're a person of growth, you're not ever going to be where you want to be.
Because it's always something you can do better.
Yeah. So, like, I'm where I'm at. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Facts. I
you know
do that.
Like, I get there. You know what I mean? Shit, I'm drop the tape, so it's like, we're going to see how I go.
So when you first started music, from like day one, when you said you was contracting and stuff, was like, I want to get back into this.
Mm-hmm.
I know maybe you didn't have a huge fear of it, but I feel like starting something new, everybody has some type of reservation about it or type of fear. How did you deal with that?
I don't say no fear because it's like I said, I block everybody. I stopped giving a fuck what people think.
Okay.
I'm doing this because this is what I want to do.
Right. And that was from day one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoever it connect with, it connect with. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's hella motherfuckers that don't like EDM, but it's
right.
big ass crowd of people that love EDM.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? There's people that don't like folk music.
Yeah.
There's a big ass community of people that love folk music.
Yeah.
So it's just like, if you got one listener or one watcher or one viewer, you done your job, in my opinion, because you connected with somebody.
Okay.
Even if it's one person.
Okay.
When it comes to fears, I think my fears is not, maximizing my potential. And I have my days where I'm like, nigga, you ain't on it. Yeah. Or you ain't on your shit today, or you on some bullshit. Musically and personally, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta call yourself out on your own bullshit. You a human being. You're not perfect. Yeah. Shit.
So do you have any mentors in the game? I know you said you networking, but I feel like that's different than like a mentor.
Yeah, I got mentors for sure. I got, like I said, Timeless Floyd. Shout out to Floyd. Picking up game from him. Drew Hunnits. I picked his brain a couple times. He works with Above Ground. That's David Ali's management company out of San Francisco that manages Larry June. They manage Kalani, a couple other artists. So I kind of get game in passing. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have...
Just picking everything up, putting in your toolbox.
I mean, even I got peers that are mentors that are better producers than me. I'm like, yo, how you do this? How you do that? My homeboy Karan, who does the videography. He's a beautiful instrumentalist. You know what I'm saying? Very multi-talented on a lot of instruments. I wish I could do that. Yeah. But just get his feedback. Hey, what do you think about this, bro? How you feel about this track? You know what I'm saying? You can't hoard your creativity.
Yeah, you got to share that shit.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm a big advocate for hoarding. Because my music is therapeutic to me. Like, sometimes I make shit I don't give a fuck.
So when you making music, because I know when I listen to music, right, I feel like I always want to find a message in the music that I listen to, whether it's Andre 3000, when he came out with the whole flute, the whole instrumental, right, I still feel like I found a message. But I love music and I grew up in music like through and through, right? So when you're making music, are you ever trying to give a message to anybody or anything or any like situation in your life, or is it just what you feel, I guess? But I feel like what you feel is still a message, right?
Yeah, I mean, when my production is always on emotion. Okay. It's always like when I'm chopping samples, it's like if I'm searching for a certain something, I'm listening for a certain frequency or vibe. Okay. And if I can't, that's like the biggest frustration of my production. Even when I'm trying to play chords and keys on FL Studio or Machine, I get frustrated when I can't translate what I'm feeling
into the music.
That's why I wish I could. I'm working on it. You know what I'm taking lessons. You know what I'm saying? But because I've seen people get in there and be like, get on the chords. I'm like, God damn.
Like some Virginia shit.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Who's your favorite artist?
Right now, I'm a Larry June nigga right now.
Okay.
I've been fucking with Larry before. That's another thing, but my production is heavily influenced with who I'm listening to at the time. And I'm a binge listener. Yeah. I've been listening to Larry for like 3 years straight.
Damn. Okay. First started music, right? Did you have anybody in your life? I know you said you blocked everybody out, but did you have anybody in your life who necessarily didn't support your dream? Who was like, okay, it's a pipe dream, I'm not paying no attention to it, or you just didn't really give a fuck?
I mean, I don't care, but I feel like you got them silent haters.
Definitely. You definitely got, that's what I wanted to get to. You definitely got haters. So with the haters, though, because I feel like
it come with it, though.
It definitely comes with it.
That's just confirmation that you headed in the right direction.
Okay.
So it's like, it could be, it's going to get worse. Right. As you elevate, so first it's like, I remember that nigga at high school, he was a lame. Mm-hmm. Or that nigga think he dope because he traveling.
Yeah, our music ain't shit. This and the third.
Yeah. I ain't got to that point yet. When niggas like shitting on my music. Yeah. It's just a point where niggas is throwing light shade. Okay. Where Sunny at. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I know that's right. So you just kind of just brushed it off.
Yeah, why pay attention to the negativity? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If I only listen to people that have constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, are you trying to help me? Are you criticizing to help me be better, or are you criticizing just to talk shit?
Just to keep me down.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you ever feel like you losing time? Because then you said you went to college before, right?
Yeah, I got my master's.
What you go to college for?
I went and got my bachelor's in computer network cybersecurity and my master's in cloud computing.
Like, do you feel like you're losing time with the whole music thing?
No, I mean, you seen Killer Mike. Shout out to Killer Mike. He just won 3 Grammys. How old are you? I think he's in his 40s.
Okay.
You know so it's like, really, that's all I'm saying. Focus on the craft. Focus on your art, and who it connect with is who it connect with. Don't think that you run out of time, run out of space. But that comes with making yourself versatile within the realm of creativity that you're doing. If you're working in music, you don't have to be a producer to get money in music. You don't have to be a rapper or a singer to get money in music. You can do an A&R, you can work in publishing, you can work marketing team, you know what I'm saying? So it's different avenues to involve and ingrain yourself. And that's the easier way that I think that people should approach the game.
Right.
I think the biggest problem with black people overall, we think if we ain't dribbling or holding the ball or doing some type of entertainment, we ain't got no other
avenue.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like it meant a lot for me to get my degree, be contracting as a network engineer, using that money to fund my ideas and my creativity.
So it all worked out with each other. Okay.
But you gotta make it do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I talk to people all the time who in the military, they're like, I can't wait till I get out, I'm gonna do X, Y, Z. And my mentality is like, what you waiting for? Really, you work on your own transition.
Right.
You know, my mentality is I'm working, I'm building my music, I'm doing my day job. And when the music progresses, as it progresses and builds up, it's gonna come a time where I'm gonna have so much work to do with music that's gonna take me away from my job. And that's how I know it's time for me to leave.
Yep.
Work on a transition. But so many people think they just gotta do everything cold turkey.
One by one.
Yeah, or they think I gotta jump in the ocean and learn how to swim.
Yeah.
Put a life jacket on, nigga.
Right. Put a life jacket on, nigga. Okay, so let's get into the merch. So why did you want to do the merch? Because everybody don't have merch with their music.
Yeah, I think if you don't drop some type of merch, first of all, you gotta have some money for it.
Right.
You gotta have a budget, but it's the quickest way to get a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? People, you got different types of supporters. You got people that know you, and they just want to break bread because they know you. They're like, I want to support what you got going on. Then you get to the realm of people that fuck with your music and your craft. So, for instance, the last drop I did, my homeboy in Japan, he bought a shirt, sent it to him. And he was like, yo, this shit, the quality is crazy, bro.
I'm fucking with the quality.
He was like, I'm finna go buy another one. So that's where you know you converted a person that just wants to support you for knowing you versus the being in support of the brand.
Right.
So I don't necessarily have a clothing line. It's just every time I drop a project,
you dropping merch with it.
Because it's revenue.
Okay.
Bring that money in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So pay X amount of dollars for the, you know, get it for the low, sell it for the high.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? So it's an easy way. I mean, I doubled my money when I dropped my last merch drop.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So what's beautiful about that is if you can be consistent with the merch, the money you get, the revenue you get from the merch, you can have the money that you got, get your money back. You take that, re-up again, you take the extra, buy some speakers, buy some more equipment. You can always build that revenue and let it
It's all
build.
about investment.
Yeah, you invest. All you gotta do is once. If you're smart about it, take $2,000 or $3,000 if you can, or everybody ain't capable, or even less if you know, depending on what you're working with. You take that money and you be smart with it. All right, cool. If I double my money and some on this last drop, I'm gonna take half of that, or take the same amount of money that I invested the first time, buy another load, bring that in, take the extra, do what I need to do with it if I need to pay bills. Me, I keep my work finances and the entertainment finances separate. A lot of the money from my work job comes and puts into the music, but once I get the snowball building with the music, I ain't got to touch my personal money no more because the merch is selling.
It's going to keep that rolling.
Yeah, and it's all about how you take and invest the money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm big on niggas having a job. Look, do what you get, how you live until you can live how you want to, live how you want to live.
Hell yeah. Okay, so my last question, you talk a lot about consistency. Is that your recipe?
Yeah, I mean, my thing is this: consistency gonna get you wherever you want to get in life. That's how you ask me a question about losing time. I'm not tripping about losing no time. Everything's gonna line itself up like it's supposed to, like it already has in my life through consistency. I'm not worried about this deadline, this, that. I'm doing what I need to do on a consistent basis. That's an analogy that I always like to tell people. You know, you look at a piece of art, all you see is this big picture. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand, you're an artist or any type of creative, anything in life, it's the small brush strokes on a canvas that eventually give you that big picture.
And keep you prepared for anything coming.
Exactly. So those brush strokes are what you're doing every day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't produce every day. I might, but the fact that I watch one tutorial for 15 minutes,
Yep.
I've accomplished my goal of consistency.
Okay.
You know, sometimes you might have the energy to go hard.
Mm-hmm.
I might produce 5 hours straight.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't my everyday.
Right.
I maybe give it 1 or 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
But I'm getting better.
Mm-hmm.
Change happens over time.
Yeah.
It's not like a snap of a finger like
Yeah.
people want life to be.
Right.
Stay consistent and challenge yourself. You know, even going to the gym, it's just things that you do. What you do in the gym is going to show how you do on your podcast.
Yeah.
If you half-ass in the gym,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to half-ass your podcast.
Right.
If you half-ass in school, you're going to half-ass your podcast.
Right. Because that's just who you are at this point.
Yeah. Because
you don't ever get it.
we're creatures of habit.
Right.
So people can tell you what they want to do, talk about it all day. But if they're not actively doing these things on a daily basis, it's not going to go anywhere.
Nothing's going to come to fruition.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you having me. And we're going to do a little shout out to the merch.
Yeah, man.
I got on the white shirt.
Now show on the back. You got
Okay.
B. Appreciate you for having me.
No problem. It's an oversized t-shirt and I'm little, so.
Yep. Yes, man.
Is it back in there? You see the back?
So I got all the artists, the featured artists on here. Track list. You know
Now
what
let me
I'm
see your
saying?
shirt.
This is the black joint. You know what I'm saying?
Turn around.
You know what I'm saying? You got the artist.
Okay.
That gray one. It's not this. I'm just dropping random ass t-shirts. I'm making sure that the design, the fabric, the coloring is somewhat in line with what's hot in today's fashion.
Okay.
So me and my partner, we were working on I don't know if I should tell y'all that. Fuck, I'm gonna tell y'all. So
I hope you know they can't see you for real because you're tall. See if I got to sit back down.
So we working on I know you talking about clothing line. So what we did was actually start a company that helps creative with digital marketing for the merchandise.
Okay.
So kind of like what I did with these t-shirts, what we're doing is allowing creatives, artists, rappers, singers, producers come to us, say, hey, I got a project or I got a tour coming out. I want to get some merch done for it. So what they do, come to us and we offer service to either do the full production for it. And the full production is we oversee the production of the merch, hoodies, t-shirts, joggers, whatever you want to get done. I have access to it through my plug. Can't tell you I'm a plug. But it just, the service we're providing is so dope because artists can come to us with an idea. Me and my partner, we're creators, we produce, and we also into fashion. So we know what's fashionable. Mm-hmm. We also know how to help artists get their creative ideas onto a merchandise that can sell.
Right.
So what we're doing is taking orders from artists, festivals, people to come to us and say, hey, this is what I want to do, and we execute it for them. So we either give them a graphic designer that can work with them, or they can give us their tech pack that they already have, and we go get it pressed up for them.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what we're working on.
Look out for him, all artists, festivals, all of that. And then let them know your Instagram.
Develop Minds.
That's all you got, Instagram?
Yeah. I'm on Twitter too, at Develop Minds.
Develop Minds, Instagram, Twitter, all streaming services.
You know what I'm saying? Facebook, Develop
Ain't
Minds.
nobody on Facebook.
TikTok.
TikTok, Develop Minds.
Snapchat.
Develop Minds.
Yeah, you know. So.
Well, I appreciate you.
My mind so